For the first time in 17 years, Lisa Hanna will not be addressing our parliament in the 2024 sectoral debate. For the first time in 17 years, she will not have that opportunity to stand in our parliament and speak to the Jamaican people who loves her. She will not have that opportunity to stand in our parliament and speak to the Jamaican people who adores her, the young people. And her words and her contributions are worldwide web search. Worldwide web search. When Lisa Hanna says anything, it lifts our country. It lifts our people. It inspires our young people. And it gives them something to hope for and to look forward to. But not this year, 2024. Hello everyone. Karen Cecilia here. I trust everyone is up and about, and I know things are rough, and some people are having it rougher. Just spoke to a few people on Friday, and I mean things are just tough all around. And but we ought to take it in stride and know that God is in the midst of it all. And we just need to focus on all the things that are good for our family, our children, our community, our friends, and our country. And I hope that we will all get to muddle on through to all of this. So Lisa Hanna, not being a spokesperson for the People's National Party any longer, as a result of Mark Golin taking away her spokesmanship as the spokesperson for international affairs. I have never in my life witnessed such a dunce political move in all my years. But on this voice note, I think that some of you might not like the fact that I'm going to cut Mark Golin some slack on this one. And I'm going to tell you why I have to cut him some slack on this one. When Mark Golin came to our parliament, it was 10 years after Lisa Hanna. Lisa Hanna came to our parliament in 2007. Mark Golin came to the parliament in 2017. He was a senator before that. I don't know what the interaction or the relationship between him and Lisa Hanna was. Some people told me that him and Lisa had a good rapport when he came to the Senate. I don't know. I don't know that for certain. People who telling me are people who want to make it look like Mark and Lisa was good and it's Lisa's fault. Everything is always Lisa's fault. Everything is always the woman's fault. Never the man them fault. It's always the woman them fault. And the woman them like Angela Brown Burke is well placed to accept that fault because it is always her fault. True. But let us stick to the argument. Lisa Hanna has been in our parliament for 17 years. And for the first time, she will not be given a contribution to the sectoral debate in our parliament. Now let me ask you, is that good or is that bad? Is that good for the PNP? Is that good for Jamaica? Is that good for our regional politics, our Caribbean partners? Is that good for our partners and our friends and our supporters in the diaspora? Is that good? Think about it, because I'm not going to answer it for you. Is that good? Look around you and look at the parliament. Look at the opposition benches in the parliament. 14 of them. 14 of them. Of the 14 of them, 13 will be able to make a sectorial presentation. 13 of the opposition benches will be able to stand up in the parliament and say something on some sector of our budget debate. Except except the brightest star on that bench, over that bench. The brightest star, the most loved star, the only star on that bench will not be able to make a contribution to the sectoral debate. And why? Why? Let's ask ourselves, why? Why will Lisa Hanna not be able to make a presentation in the sectoral debate for Jamaica, for our young people, for the region, for the diaspora? Why? Because of Peter Murcutt Bunting, Angela Brown Burke, Paul Burke, and all of the sycophantic people around Mark Golding who make sure that him understand that because she challenged him for leader of the party, and because she now follow him up, and she now kiss him ass, and she's an independent woman, and she run her thing, and she do her thing, she should not remain spokesperson on international affairs. And she's not accepting no mediocre position from him, because she's not mediocre and she's not ordinary. She is an extraordinary woman. Very few people in that parliament can boast that accolade of being an extraordinary person. And Jamaica have had extraordinary women throughout our history, long before we gain independence. We're not talking about just nanny. We're not just talking about the people who laid the foundation. You know? We're not talking about Iris King, talking about Minna Wilmot. You know? The women who laid the foundation long before Lisa Hanna came along. And the star, the only star in the show, this low budget, low rent carpet show. Yeah, this show that led by Mark Golding, the only star, will not be able to speak to the Jamaican Parliament because Angela Brown Burke and Peter Bunting, Angela Brown Burke and Peter Bunting are the two main culprits. Them, Peter Bunting, because he has always wanted to be leader, and he saw Lisa Hanna as a person who stand in his way to achieve that. Them couldn't make it happen. And you have some old heap of man around them where will support it and don't want Lisa Hanna near the thing because she threatens them manhood. She threatens them. Her presence threatens them. Her position, her argument threatens them. Yeah. Her ability to communicate to our people, her ability to gain the spotlight. Now, nothing to do with beauty. It's her brain that threatens them, not her beauty. Her beauty don't threaten them. It's her brain, her abilities that threatens them. And them can't operate with her in there. Them afraid. They are afraid. All of them, Julian Robinson, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and all the other man them in there. The whole of them. Them feel afraid of Lisa Hanna's presence. Them they are man to man frame who can't stand the beauty and the power and the brain of a woman. They did it to Portia. Them couldn't stand her presence. Them couldn't stand her speech. Them find all kind of ways to demonize her. The one thing that saved Portia is that she was doing this longer than them. She was there long before them doing this. This game that them was playing, she was playing it longer than them. Tony Spalding and Michael Manley gave her that chance. And she learned. But look what they did. Look around you. PNP people. All around you. When you listen to this. Look around you. And look how Mark Golding removed Lisa Hanna as our spokesperson for international affairs and put in nappy head naka dirty Angela. Angela who nobody no respect, Angela who nobody no like. The only places Angela can go represent the PNP is Cuba and probably Venezuela. I don't think anywhere else in the world anybody will be calling for Angela to represent the PNP. She probably can go down to Haiti. Or see if she can help solve the gang violence. Since she's a woman who instigates gang violence and her husband. She can't talk to nobody. And when she gets up in the parliament, Angela Brown Burke, I want everybody to pay attention. When she gets up in the parliament to make her contribution to the sectoral debate. Nobody not going to watch, but after she done, I want you to pay attention and make that comparison between her standing in the parliament, speaking on behalf of the People's National Party, speaking to Jamaicans and the world, as against Lisa Hanna doing the same. Look back at all of Lisa Hanna's sectoral presentation and they want to make the comparison and tell me what kind of leader you elect who could be bombarded and made to do this, what he did. I have to tell some people that when they don't hear me talking, I'm not talking about me bitter. I'm a bitter. That seems to be the only word that the risers them have when them come from my YouTube channel. What you hear in my voice is not bitterness. What you hear in my voice is passion. Something we don't have. We don't have no passion for Jamaica. We don't have no passion for the country. We don't have no passion for the party. We just dead there. I repeat things where people tell you to repeat. And you don't have the mind of your own. You have to say things that will look good to Bacramasa and to Dayton Campbell. And this is what leading to come out here talk them tongues. It's not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. I'm not bitter against anybody in the PNP. I am passionate. And yes, I am upset from time to time. I don't stay upset for long. Everybody who knows me know that I don't stay upset for long. That Mark Golding replaced Lisa Hanna as our spokesperson for international affairs and replaced her with who? Angela Brown Burke have no clothes. And if she even find one frock worth more than $20, she still don't look good in it. And even if she trying to be a Jamaican African Jamaican woman with her ear, she not cut it. She does not cut it. She not good looking enough. She not well read enough. She not well spoken enough. Me not put her down. Me are telling you what is the facts, what is the truth. Make that comparison. And all I know what I'm talking about. Because the all I know say, if visitors are come to the yard, people of importance are come to the yard, any visitor come to the yard, and get up early. You wash up the plate, you sweep up the yard, you wet the plant them, you feed the dog them, you fix up the place. Put on clean sheet and all kind of thing, because visitor come. That's how we operate as black people. Not only in Jamaica they operate that way. Black people operate that way all over the world. In Kenya, it is a thing. When the family come in to visit, you have some Kenyan people, when family come in to visit, them live in the slums. You don't watch BBC documentaries. Them live in the slums, and when families come in to visit from any other part of Africa or America or England, boy, it take them days, weeks even, to prepare for the family to visit, to make the thing look good. Because that's what we are. That's what we are as a people. You use your best. You put forward your best. And then now, you are here trying to see if you could become government. Which is why the Jamaican people are not going to reward Mark Golding with government. The Jamaican people will not reward Mark Golding with government. Look at that ragtag group of people that he put out to be the government. I want you to think about it, This is Mark Golding. This is what Mark Golding government going to look like. Lawrence Rowe, who is a criminal. Dayton Campbell, who is a pedophile. Look at them. And a whole host of them. Angela Brown Burke is the woman we have beside him. Leading him. Guiding him. Advising him. She's the most powerful person in there. And she controls Mark's thinking process. I have no doubt in my mind that she's the one who pushed to be the spokesperson for international affairs to remove Lisa Hanna, because from Mark Golding became leader, he set out his first task was to get rid of Lisa Hanna. And let me reiterate it to you what I mean by that, how that came about. All the media, all Cliff Hughes and him gang, for them rolling all of this, not for them time yet. Not their time yet. Not their time yet. So let me reiterate to you what happened when Mark Golding became leader. And I don't want you not to take my word for it. I want you to go investigate. Go ask. Ask other PNP people. Ask him. Before Mark Golding became leader, the councillors three of the councillors in Lisa Hanna constituency announced their resignation from representation politics. They announced it. It's there. If you don't want, we can find it and put it out for you. That they said they're not going to run back. Thieving, ugly, liar Lydia Richards. She, the one that just won back the money division, ugly thieving Garrick. Him. I don't remember who the next one. I think the next one was the one from Claremont. The three of them announced their resignation. Mark Golding won the presidency, and they immediately decide to withdraw their announcement of resignation. They did so on the prompting from Paul Burke and Angela Brown Burke, who tell them, "Oh no, don't resign. We have to get rid of her. Get rid of Lisa Hanna." It's Lisa Hanna them talking. "Oh no, don't resign. We need to withdraw the resignation." That was Paul Burke and Angela Brown Burke doing. I kid you not, I am not lying. I'm telling you what happened. And so, what did they do? Now, all of you, including those in Mark Golding's constituency and other people in other constituencies, you figure this out on yourself. If you a councillor announcer retire, and then you want to come back afterwards, what would be that process for you to say that you change your mind? What would be that process? Would that process be that you go to your constituency leadership and you say to them, say, "Boy, the people say I should stay and I'm considering staying"? Would that mean you go to your MP and the constituency executive and you write a letter, you say, "I have just announced that I was resigning, but I am going to remain if you would have me"? Wouldn't that mean that? No, that they didn't do that. Mark Golding meet with them. Mark Golding, his first act as leader was to sit down with councillors who have been berating and destroying Southeast St. Anne for the last 17 years. Them have been destroying the constituency, not Lisa Hanna. Them and the little small dick man down there when he Wizzy, under the guidance and instructions from Paul and Angela Brown Burke. And when Mark Golding won, he went and meet with them. And them said, "Team boss who want to run back." And he said, "Okay, yeah, no, go and run back. Everybody just run back." And them said, "No, I run back." They did that without consultation with the member of parliament, who is also the chairman of the constituency. They did that without consultation with the constituency executive. Them just go straight to them leader, who them help elect. And that leader, who don't know nothing about PNP, not a thing about PNP, under the guidance and tutelage of Angela and Paul Burke, said to them, "Yeah, I'm going to go and run back." And that set in motion, remotion, the whole thing to destroy Southeast St. Anne, to make sure Lisa Hanna lose the next election. It set back in motion that plot, that plan by the Burkes from the beginning to make sure Lisa Hanna lose that constituency. They almost succeeded in 2020. Almost. But God was in the midst. And rightly so. Let me hear somebody say, "Amen." Thank you, Jesus. Yes. And that's what Mark Golding did. Now, when that happened, the resistance wasn't about to sit back and make them go on and get through with that. So that's how we took them on. And thank God again, Jesus, this morning is yours, Lord. We give you praise and thanks. All the glory is yours, God. All the glory is yours. And we went after Miss Lydia because she was the ringleader. See? The people of Bensonton Division decided that they don't want her anymore. Not we. Not Lisa. Not Lisa, because Lisa never troubled her throughout the whole time. Lisa just leave her there. Lisa is the MP and constituency chairman, but she wasn't doing anything to get rid of nobody. She just leave them on them own. Let them go and do whatever they do. Them leaders say them for run back. But the people of Bensonton say, yeah, no. Not a Ross. Forgive me for the Ross, those who are Christian and don't like Ross. And the people of Bensonton got together. And they made representation to the party. Every group in the Bensonton Division, the PNP groups them, they got together and they signed a petition and they sent it to the party and said, we don't want her. The party couldn't keep her because that was the whole of the groups them. Every single one of them who said them I want her. And that's how they got rid of her. Now that is the PNP process. That's a PNP process. The groups them get together and them petition the party and them and the pedophile must meet the general secretary and them tell him that we don't want her. And they selected a new candidate who won back the Bensonton Division, and some little peace and calm seemed to have entered into the hills and the valleys of Southeast St. Anne. But after that, Angela Brown Burke spring into action again and said, no, Mark, you need to shuffle up the cabinet and take her out as spokesperson for international affairs because she getting all the praise and the highlights and people inviting her to places. Not a removal from that position can stop her from getting the highlights and the praises. And that is how stupid Una is. Because Una don't recognize stars. Una don't watch TV. Una don't watch Hollywood entertainment. Una don't watch the Hollywood entertainment industry. Una don't watch how this thing work. Huh? No amount of removing her as spokesperson could get her away from being a star. She's a star. Star a star. Star don't die in the show. Star on the dead when the show mash up and done. If the star actually die. Cause we don't really know much show a star dead, but yeah, they're 1 and 2. And that always ends good. When the star decided I'm dying for a reason or for a cause. When the star dies in a show, it's for a reason or for a cause. For them family. For them country. Go back and look at it. Which movie you never watch and see when the star die? Isn't if it's not for a good reason. And it's always a patriotic reason when the star dies in a show, in a movie. At the end of the movie, if the star dies, it's for a patriotic reason, either for the country, for the world, or for them family. That is how this thing works. And so Mark Golding removed Lisa Hanna. Now the reason why I'm telling you, I'm cutting him some slack is because he don't know better. Him don't know better, and everything and every action that he has done for the last 2 weeks or so, starting from the whole IC report and his performance in the parliament, disrespecting the Speaker of the House, and his whole demeanor, and him looking very crazy, and him look like a mad scientist. All of that, all that he has done for the last couple of weeks, tells me, from my little crash course from psychology, that this is not him. It's not him leading this thing. This thing is being driven by Bunting, and Bunting pretending to take a back seat. So it is mostly driven by Angela Brown Burke. She's the one in there with all the power deciding who stays and who goes. She's the one deciding who for neck should cut off and who for neck should stay. She's the one who is deciding who gets to go where. Who gets to say what. So when he removed Lisa Hanna as spokesperson for international affairs, I hear that a lot of people was up in arms about it, including PG and the whole of our poobahs from the party. People who know that even when you have enemy within your ranks, you must keep them close, not put them out to do more damage. Because from them remove her, Lisa has exposed them. Every time she writes something, every time she posts something, don't look. Every time she writes something, every time she posts on Instagram, or Facebook. She building back the constituency. Them can't manage Lisa Hanna. Cause star a star. Star a star a star. And Mark Golden has been losing his mind for the last couple of weeks. Everything about him suggests that him having a serious mental breakdown. And Angela Brown Burke acting as Bunting's proxy. Peter Bunting's proxy. She's the one who leading all that process in there. Who should do what and who should be what. She can't do anything to Julian Robinson, but her desire is to kick off every person that poses a challenge to her wanting to be leader. Understand me, you know? PNP delegates, because you know, idiotic and fool. When it comes to electing, we're going to elect Mark Golden. God knows what we're going to do next time. If you know you don't have any power, because it looks like to me like them taking away all of the power. No delegate now, but there's no delegate anymore. We don't have power. Me don't know. You should tell me. Actually, there's groups and delegates now who don't have any power. Or Dayton can be just decide who's going to be candidate, and Mark Golden just decide who's going to be candidate. There's Doreen Forbes out in West Portland who's going to challenge Mr. Vaz. Doreen Forbes have been wanting to challenge Mr. Vaz for many moons. Every time she came close to wanting to challenge him, it slipped away from her during Portia time and all the rest of it. So she chose to support Mark Golden on the condition that she's going to be able to get that seat in West Portland. And she did, in spite of the fact that the people of West Portland don't want Doreen down there. Doreen, I used to consider Doreen a friend. I don't call her a friend anymore, but she's a sister. I used to quite like Doreen. But the people down at West Portland don't like Doreen. They don't want Doreen down there. When I call and talking to people, she helped nobody, not even her own local government seat, which she was council for. She could have won. How you going to BNP or you going to beat Mr. Vaz? Why should you get the opportunity to challenge Mr. Vaz? You couldn't win back the old council seat that you had. You never go out there and work that seat to win it back. For whoever the candidate is, how the hell you going to work the seat for beat Vaz? Who will explain that to me? So Angela Brown Burke thing is to pick off people that she considers to be a threat to her ambitions. That's all she's been doing all her life in the PNP. She don't achieve anything. She don't have no achievements. She's not liked. She's not loved, because you could be an underachiever, you know, and your claim to fame could be that you are loved. People like you. You know, people like your personality, or people like how you talk, or people like the things you say. So you could, this is the 21st century. Lots of people, underachievers, are billionaires. And them really have nothing to offer. Look at the Kardashians. I would not beat the Kardashians. I love the Kardashians because I truly love Khloe Kardashian. Kim and me not really mesh on Instagram, but me and Khloe mesh. So I'm saying to you that there are lots of people who don't necessarily possess any kind of any talent, but they make it. They make it because of a particular thing that they have. People like you. If Khloe put up a picture with her and her children, them in about 1 hour you have 2 million likes. People like you for one reason or the other. Not Angela Brown Burke don't fall in that category. She's talentless. She has no talents. She can't talk. She don't know how to research properly. She don't know how to deliver. She's confrontational. She's toxic. She's divisive. She don't have nothing going for her except all of those. Because those things that are leading her to do the things that she does in order to gain power. Because that's what she wants. More power. And Mark Golden is her way to more power. Little does she know that if Peter Bunting have him way and him win back a seat, if him win back a seat and him agenda start to come back together, whether PNP people like it or not, she will not play a great role in that. She just don't know that yet. But she's the one who's guiding Mark Golden, leading him, not guiding him, leading him. Everywhere I'm turning him upon Angie, call Angie for me. Angie, Ange, everywhere you go, that's what you hear me say. And this is what is happening. So she was the one who led him to make that decision. And it's because she can't pick off Julian Robinson yet. But who to tell? I'm sure he's in her line of sight. Because she and him have vied for who can say the loudest yeah when Mark chat foolishness. Every time Mark done some fuckery, forgive my language, she brought mouth off, yes, and Julian the point, yeah. So two of them vying for that senior position to be the loudest are the most prolific noise makers around Mark. She went after Paulwell, an attempt to destroy Philip Paulwell, something she's been trying to do forever. She went so far that the man lost his baby. And all of it is because of what she has been doing. She never physically killed them. But in some jurisdiction, in some thought process, in some places all across the world, the part that she played that led to Paulwell's baby's death would be also a crime to be charged with. The part that she and Sia Wilson played in ensuring that Paulwell get damaged and ended up with his baby being dead. And everybody seemed to be glossing over it. When the only person that Mark Golding should be removing is Angela Brown Burke. Him busy to remove other people. But him can't remove her. She is the linchpin to his survival. Because him feel that if him remove Angela Brown Burke, or if anybody remove her, if somebody should just move forward and remove her as chairman of the party, him do a seat that he will be better off. Him can't seat because he's not a leader. Him can't seat because he's not a good person. Him can't seat because he's a lying, deceptive piece of shit. So him can't seat by removing the Burkes. How better it would be for him. No, him can't seat and nobody shouldn't show him it. Like him stay there with it. Him can't seat. Him can't see him live without Angie. That's how him call her. Angie. Him can't see him live without her. She's the one who holding it together for him. She's the one who every time him feel like him want to chuck it in, she's the one who said, no, you have to go right ahead. You have to plunge ahead. She's the one who making sure that him don't come off course in achieving Bunting's agenda. And part of that, while she's doing that for him, she's doing what she does best for her. Because she don't really have no loyalty to Mark Golding. Because the Burkes have absolutely no loyalty to anyone. I sure want to know that, right? No, tell me that. Who I want to know that already. Say the Burkes only loyal to the Burkes. Tell me so I know that. You know, go to his kings and talk to some people, man. Christ! The Burkes are only loyal to the Burkes. And their agenda, whatever that agenda is, and whoever they are supporting at the moment is enjoying parts and particles of that loyalty for them to fulfill whatever their ambitions are. And that's the only purpose that Mark Golding serves in this thing. So she'll be busy trying to see if she can put people in consequences as well. The overall plot was, put enough risers in enough consequences that the PNP can win to ensure that Malcolm Bunting has power forever. That was the overall plan. I do believe it's still the overall plan. That's why them take the pedophile and send him down to Luther constituency. I don't know what I'm going to do with people like Dr. Dawes, who is uppity and cockety up to heaven. I don't think them can control them man there. But for what it's worth, they want to make sure that enough people that support them are in consequences that are winnable to give them the parliamentary majority, whether them win or not. So nobody can move Mark. Mark is the linchpin for that. Of course, if Bunting win back his seat, if Bunting win back a seat, all of that change. God knows what that will change too. But you see me have undying faith in God. Me have undying faith in the power of God And I am a strong belief in the universe. And the universe moves in unison with what is right and what should be. That's how the universe moves. And I have every faith in that. That every time them look like them going to accomplish something, the universe steps in and split it up. So me have all of that confidence. I am fully confident that the Jamaican people are not going to let them. Me not have no if and but about it, in spite of the fact that Jamaican people have a very bad record of people they elect to represent them. I think this time around is going to be different. I think this time around is going to be different. Where the Jamaican people are going to see Mark Golding and Angela Brown Burke and Dayton Campbell and Peter Bunting for who they are, and therefore will not elect the people that they are putting forward. And we are going to tell the Jamaican people who those people are. Yes, that they should not elect. And spread out the story, the Jamaican people see it. So have confidence. I don't know nobody else have confidence, but I have confidence that Jamaican people will do that. And so, here we are, depriving the Jamaican people of Lisa Hanna's voice and take on things from a parliamentary viewpoint. So, if you want to hear from Lisa Hanna, we'll just read at the Gleaner. And when Lisa Hanna writes something in the Gleaner and she put it out on Instagram, you're looking at 6-7 million people. I read it. And hundreds of thousands of people are comment on it. It will be a cold day in hell when Angela Golding can get them kind of publicity there and love. And in spite of the fact that Angela has pushed Mark to take away the spokesperson on international affairs from Lisa Hanna, it's still Lisa Hanna the diaspora calling. Everything them keeping is Lisa Hanna them calling. One and two of them going to want Raymond because them love Raymond down there. The whole of the eastern part of the United States love Raymond Price. New York and Jersey and Maryland and all of them love Raymond Price. The Hollywood types and over in the south, them want Lisa Hanna. Oh yeah. All the way down to south. Florida, Georgia, and all them places. Them love and the Hollywood types and them love Lisa Hanna. Them love her in New York too. The conservative base of the United States love Lisa Hanna. I want to tell you that the moderate conservatives in America love Lisa Hanna more than the Democrats. She has a lot of Democratic friends and so, but the conservative and the moderate conservative base down there, them love Lisa Hanna. Not to mention Britain. I mean, apart from the Governor General of this country, Lisa Hanna was the only one who was at the Queen's 70th Jubilee celebration. You'll never see her on TV. Only if you go check out the YouTube channel, them and Royalty, only will see pictures of her. She was maybe about 3 or 4 benches, seats behind must be about two seats behind the Governor General, our Governor General, and the other Governor Generals. I imagine the seatings were based on status and stuff, so the Governor Generals were kind of behind the Prime Minister, the cabinet, the Prime Ministers from Britain, and some other dignitaries. They love Lisa Hanna throughout the world. Lisa Hanna is our best spokesperson. Lisa Hanna is a better spokesperson and representative than even the Prime Minister. And I'm not taking anything away from Mr. Holness. Him is our Chief Executive Officer down here. So him is the big cheese. But if him and Lisa Hanna should turn up somewhere, Mr. Holness, him have the good political sense to move close and stand with her. Him do that. I mean, not take nothing from him by himself as Prime Minister. Because he does have the status as Prime Minister. And get a lot of props to being Prime Minister. But when him with Lisa, in Prime Ministership turn up, And him know that. So I'm not acting like a buffoon or an idiot. Him not isolate the most popular female politician in this country. Him have more sense, him have more learning than Mark Golding. To know that is not a good thing. Because she can only help him. She can't do no damage to him. She can help him. So therefore, we want to stand beside her. Why not? Wait. If we go somewhere and we buck up Mother Teresa, if she was Mother Teresa was alive and we go somewhere and buck up Mother Teresa, you don't want to stand up beside her. You don't want to stand up beside her. Make people believe that I'm kind and saintish. Of course. I'm not going to wear and say Bolt. Everybody want to hang out with Bolt. That because them feel like them can run. You know? I got Bolt yard one year for my birthday. And everybody I take picture. I'm asking if me not take picture. Because I must kind of flabbergasted that I am not running up to take picture with him, the few people that were invited to the house. And he basically have to call me to take the picture. It's not that I like Bolt. I just think it's important. I can't run. I like track and field, but I was not overly impressive. And I don't mean that to say that Bolt is that impressive. I'm just saying that when you are in a particular position in this world, you're always looking to enhance that position. And therefore, you look for people who help you to enhance that position. Which is why, when Lisa Hanna is around, everybody wants to be around Lisa Hanna. But Mark Golding took advice from Angela Brown Burke, Paul Burke. And they decided that Lisa Hanna should not be the spokesperson on international affairs anymore. It should be the nappy-head, naka teeth woman in our $10 clothes them, who can't talk, can't string a sentence together that would have one young person repeating, can't get no traction on social media, can't even get no traction in our own party, where nobody not passing around nothing that she said, nobody not share no speech that she gave. Can't think about it. Think about it. Your international spokesperson, the person that's supposed to speak about international affairs and give a voice to your party. Nobody now say, repeat nothing she say. Well, only hear anything what she has said apart from, the Venezuela-Cuba thing, because that's the money connection. And that is also a money-making thing for she and her husband, the Venezuela-Cuba thing. Listen to me. Half the story has never been told about these people. And she pushing Mark Golding to every extreme to help her and her husband get rid of people that they have long wanted to get rid of. I have news for them, however. If Lisa Hanna walk away from the politics, that's not a victory for Uno. That is not a victory for Uno. I want to think about just these few words I'm saying. If Lisa Hanna walks away from politics as she's threatening to do, that is not good news for Uno at all. That is bad news for Uno. Terrible news for Uno. Just like how Uno cook up this whole thing to go after Paul Well, and it has cost the life of Paul Well's baby. That no look good, Paul, neither. I don't think the world forget it. Nobody's forgetting Uno. And I'll be here to remind them about Uno. And as I said, only the good die young. And I'm neither young nor good in my mind. So I'll be here forever. Until the good Lord sees fit to end this mission and tell me what next. I will continue to do what I am told. If every one of us get up and listen to the voice of God, and try to decide which voice is speaking to you. Is it the voice of the devil? Or is it the voice of God? And it's easy to determine which voice is speaking to you when things come into you. It's easy. Check your conscience. Check your conscience, check your heart. And your answer will be right there as to who's speaking to you. Just check your conscience and check your heart. Who's speaking to you? And if you want to be mad like me, you can always say, is that you, God? Hey, Jesus, is that you? Because, I don't know, this This kind of hard. So I'm not so sure if it's you. It's you. Tell me, Lord, it's you. Yeah, you can have that conversation if you want to be as crack as me. But then Jesus was cracked too. Because he went to the Garden of Gethsemane and him talk. Him say, Father, it's me, your son. It's me here. You want me to go do this, but I really don't want to do it because it's hard. They're going to kill me. They're going to crucify me. They're going to nail me up on one cross. And him bawl and him beg. So maybe Jesus was cracked too, like the rest of us. So, let me end this by saying to you, the Jamaican people again, Mark Golding has removed Lisa Hanna as spokesperson for international affairs for the PNP. And as such, this 2024 budget, sectoral debate will be missing Lisa Hanna's contribution to the debate. Now, Uno answer this question. Is that good? Or is that bad? Is that good? Or is that bad? Is that good or bad for the PNP? Is that good or is that bad for Jamaica? Is that good or is that bad for our young people? Is that good or is that bad for our young women in this country who idolize Lisa Hanna? Nobody idolize Angela Brown Burke. You know? Nobody idolize. Nobody who don't want to be Angela Brown Burke. Angela Brown Burke always look like, when she put on her clothes, she look like, you know, when you used to have clothes, come on, everyone want to know. When we never have no closet and we never have no, what do you call it, hanger. We hang up the clothes them behind the door per nail. Them have a certain look after them stay there for a while. When you hang up clothes behind the door per nail, pardon me, them look away if them stay there too long. And that's how Angela look. Every time she put on her clothes, she look like she just take them off from one nail from behind the door. So, who tell me, is that good or is that bad? Is that good for the PNP? Is that good for the country? Is that good for our young people? Is that good for our young women? Or is it bad? Your decision. We talk again soon. Thank you for listening to me rant. God bless you all. Stay safe, everybody. And do, please, keep the children safe.